Hey, what's going on everyone, and welcome to the RC Retro channel. In this episode, I'm going to finish rebuilding my RC10 Team Car. So, as of right now, this was already taken apart and cleaned with an ultrasonic cleaner and put back together as much as possible. However, there were a few pieces that were either missing or were broken on here that I had to order. So my rebuild had to be put on hold for a couple days. But now all the parts arrived, so I'm going to share those with you, and then I'm going to get on with my rebuild. And I keep referring this to a rebuild because I'm just cleaning it up a little bit, degreasing it and rebuilding it, and getting it ready to go out and have fun with. If I was restoring it, I would say restoring, and then basically get it as close to excellent to mint condition as possible, and then stick it up on a shelf as a shelf queen. But that is not the case with this. This is going to be a runner, so I am just rebuilding this and getting it ready for that right now. So what do I have here that's going to help me finish this rebuild? Well, first off, let me just start from the top here. I have this RPM gear case cover. I do have an actual RC10 gear case cover, but I got an RPM one because I'm thinking about dyeing it black and then sticking it on here, because this is white, and as you can see, all the white pieces on here as of right now have basically oxidized over the years and have a yellowish tinge to them, almost like a cream color. Now, one day when I do fully restore this, I will give it a hydrogen peroxide bath. Now, for those of you who don't know what that is, basically take all these plastic pieces, throw them into a clear jar with hydrogen peroxide, and you put them outside for a day or two in the sun, and between the UV rays from the sun and the hydrogen peroxide, it brings the plastic back to life, giving it its whiteness back. So this will look a little odd being so white compared to this, so I might just dye this black and use that. So I also got a new diff gear because I am going to rebuild the differential in here. I took it apart already, degreased everything, re-lubed everything up in here, and now that it's all back together, and as I'm spinning it, it does not spin freely, and it is kind of grindy. So the only thing I could think of is that the diff balls in here are just worn and needs new diff balls. But just in case, I got a new diff gear. Speaking about that, here are the diff balls right here. I guess you can call them the standard issue ones. I know there's all kinds. There's ceramic, there's carbide ones. I don't even know what these are. These are just the ones I looked them up in the original Team Car manual, part number 6581, and that's what I have here. So I also needed new wing mounts, or the poles that go in the back that the wing goes into. So I got those two shafts right here, cylinders, whatever you want to call them, to go there. So we needed those. Also, I also have the felt gasket that goes between the metal motor mount right here and the actual whole gear casing. You don't have to necessarily have this felt gasket, but eventually, like I said, I'm going to go and restore this and want to get it as close as possible to excellent to mint condition. So in that case, I wanted to have every part. So might as well just have it and use it now, and I'll have it for later, right? The front shocks were totally rebuildable. They had the O-rings in them, and they also had the shock cap O-rings that go around the top. That's a shock cap sit on. However, the rear shocks, where are they? Over here. The rear shocks here were actually missing the O-rings inside, and they did not have that that shock cap O-ring, or some people refer to it as a gasket. So I needed the gaskets for the rear and the O-ring. So here are the gaskets, okay? And I also got some new O-rings for that as well. Also, I have a new servo mount here. I have the ones that came with the car, but these were at a very reasonable price, and I figured I could always use these, so just in case I got a new servo mount, or new servo mounts as well. And then finally, because I'm rebuilding the whole gearbox, I don't know why, but just saw it at a really good price, a whole nother stealth transmission case. And am I going to use it? Probably not, because I have this, but I just figured, why not? So I bought it. So there you go. Here's all the pieces. And here is the team car as of right now. So I am now going to cut to a different camera angle, throw in some good music, and finish my rebuild. So I hope you enjoy the video, and hopefully you will see this up and running sooner rather than later. So this is what the situation was with the stealth transmission. Off camera, prior, I took this apart and rebuilt it. I re-oiled all the bearings, I re-lubed the differential, put it back together, and it would not spin freely. It would spin around halfway and then get jammed up, and I would have to use a little pressure to push it past it, and then it would spin around halfway again and then gets jammed up again. As you can see right now, it spins freely. The reason for that was, I think this diff gear was warped, because when I opened this up and as you can see right here how it spins freely, when I had this gear on, it would spin halfway around and then get jammed up somewhere in here. So I just swapped out for a brand new diff gear. I put new diff balls in there as well, and now it runs super duper smooth. All right, everyone, that's pretty much a wrap, at least for right now. So what's next? Well, two important things. One, the body, and two, what setup is going into here. And I'm gonna put that out to you guys, the viewers, to choose. So to my right here, I have a RC10 Viper body. And to my left over here, I have an Andes painted RC10 ProTech body. This came to me for free when I purchased my world's car a few years ago. This I won on eBay a couple weeks ago with the intent of using it on my team car. But now I'm gonna let you decide. So either or, it really doesn't matter to me. It's what you guys wanna see being ran on here. Number two is the setup. Are we gonna go brushed or brushless? Let me know what you'd like to see. I have a couple ideas for either or. And I think you'll be happy either which way. But again, hit me up with a comment as to what you want to see. On a final note, I got one more piece that I was waiting for. I needed some new spring clamps for the front over here. This one is completely stripped and won't stay down. So I got another one and I got a couple spares. And then finally, you might be saying to yourself, what's in this box right here? Well, I know what's in the box because I opened it up already, but do you want to see what's in the box? Sure, no problem. I'll share that with you really quick. So in one of my previous videos, I unboxed another RC10, an original gold pan RC10, and I got a couple goodies in that box, one of which was a mint condition Novak T4 Speedo, but before I even purchased that RC10 online, I saw this, and the person was willing to give me 20% off. It was on eBay. He saw that I was watching, and he threw out, hey, would you like this with 20% off? And listen, I like a sale as much as the next person, right? So now I have two mint condition Novak T4 Speedos. So I'm very, very thrilled. While this is mint, I can't say it's as in good condition as the other one because the connector piece that was on here has been cut off, but the original Tamiya plug over here is still on. And unlike the other one, this one has the directions, which are going to come in extremely handy, and it has the oh my god, what do you call this thing again? The heatsink. The heatsink on here. The other one doesn't, and I'm looking for a heatsink for a Novak T4 speed control for the other one. So I thought that was pretty cool and nice to add to the collection right there. Okay, well, look at that. He even wrote new on here. New. All right. So with that, to all my subscribers, I want to say thank you for your support. If you're new to my channel and you like what you see, please consider hitting the subscribe button. And just a big thank you for everyone. I know it's crazy out there right now. Hang in there. A lot of great content is going to be released on my channel in the next couple weeks. So please keep an eye out for that. So thank you again, and I'll see you all in my next video. Hey, like my video? Then give it a thumbs up. And if you're into RC, please consider subscribing to my channel to check out some of my other vintage RC content.